everyone. Welcome to Move Well, Live Well. We get a number of people that come in here who have issues in their mid-back, kind of like where the shoulder blade, in between the shoulder blades, down to about to where the low back is. And what they're coming in for is they're having, we sit way too much, and they sit way too much at their computer, at their desk, on their electronics, and they're getting pain basically from here to kind of between the shoulder blades, right in here. Because what they do is they get into this position all day and they're like this. So they're coming in, they're getting adjusted, they're seeing their chiro, they're seeing their physio, and they're just getting treatment from these guys, and it's not going away. It's basically mid-back pain that won't go away. And what we're finding is they're lacking strength and endurance in the mid-back musculature. Now, if you come over here real quick, check this out. Here, come over here. This is the musculature we're talking about here in the mid-back. You see you have the traps. This is the trapezius muscle, big diamond-shaped muscle here. And then you have the rhomboids. And then underneath the rhomboids, you have the erector muscles, the longissimus thoracis in through here, number 14. See the longissimus thoracis. And these muscles just get beat up. This is your shoulder blade here. These muscles just get beat up all day from sitting. And we're finding that they're lacking strength. Well, I'll tell you what. So what they need to do is add some strengthening and endurance exercises to their mid-back, so that way when they do get into those compromised positions from working, they have the ability to withstand that and get through their day without so many problems in their mid-back. So I'm going to show you two great exercises that you can do at home that'll help strengthen that mid-back. The first one is a row. And you can do, this is a pull-up assist band, or you can use some surgical tubing that you have at home. So you're gonna have to at least get one of these to do a seated row. Now the seated row is great because like at work or at the computer, you are seated. So you're gonna put this around your feet like this, all right? And you're gonna pick, I usually tell folks, go a little wide so that way when you have this, you're at a kind of like a 90-degree right here, and you see how my arms are like this. Now, the issue I kind of sometimes see when people do this is I want them to actually do an underhand grip. The reason being for that, because we have a tendency during our day, you see how their shoulders have a tendency to roll forward like this, right? But by doing an underhand grip, now my upper arm is in external rotation, and now I'm pulling this toward my belly like this. You see that? Boom. Just like that. And you can see my spine is nice, neutral. I'm not curving forward. I'm not arching back like this. It's in a nice neutral position. My chin is tucked in relatively. And I'm in here. See that? Boom. One set of 15 to start. And be deliberate with this, guys. This isn't like one of those things where you're trying to build huge muscles. What you're trying to do is really feel the muscles of your back. You're not sitting here doing this. You see? You're just in here, and what you're doing is you're squeezing the back muscles deliberately and slowly. See that? I'm going to turn around so you can kind of see this here. So, here we are. My back is turned towards you. I recommend the underhand grip to get your shoulders in a little bit of external rotation. And what you're doing is you're pulling your elbows back, and you can see my shoulder blades squeeze here. You see that? Imagine there's like a ball or a pencil in between the shoulder blades, and they're approximating. They're coming closer together. See that? Yep. Slowly and deliberately. One set of 15 to start. And then work up to 3 sets of 15 for that. So that is a seated row. Now that we got your back activated, those back muscles are activated in through there, there is another one. The second exercise is a bent over row. So, bent over row. Now this one, a bent over row, believe it or not, you can do without this. So, A lot of folks, sometimes when they come here, they've never been in an exercise program before. They don't know what it's like to exercise with resistance. So they can sometimes start with no weights at all. So a bent over row is that. So you're going to hip hinge. I'm going to put a link in the description on how to hip hinge. But what it is, you're going to be in a neutral spine here, and then you're going to hinge at the hip. See that? Boom. Hinging at the hip. And now you can see my spine hasn't changed. I haven't done this, and I haven't done this. See that? See the difference? So again, neutral spine, and I'm going to hinge at the hip, not at my back. And now this is a bent over row. And I'm just going to pretend to row with weight. I'm just going to use the weight of my arms and externally rotated. So underhand grip, thumbs out, and I'm squeezing my shoulder blades as I come up. See that? Squeezing the shoulder blades as I come up. Boom. Again, this isn't something that's fast. You really want to get in here and be deliberate with these movements. Because the idea here is to strengthen the back and increase the endurance for those folks who are seated at their desk for long periods of time. And those muscles that we talked about, they're just getting fatigued and they can't handle the workload that you're giving them day to day at your desk. So, hinge at the hips, about shoulder width apart, your stance, and then your externally rotated thumbs out. Right? And you're squeezing those shoulder blades together just like the seated row. Squeezing the shoulder blades together just like the seated row. One set of 15 to start, and man, I can already feel that. Just being slow and deliberate, and I'm not using any weights at all. Now, as you progress, as you get stronger, you can add the pull-up assist band, or you get yourself a surgical. We'll put a link in the description where you can get these. Really inexpensive on Amazon, and they're amazing tools. So you step on this about shoulder width apart, and you kind of see as I start here, I'm going to kind of choke up on it a little bit, just like that. Again, shoulder width apart, I'm going to hinge at the hip like this, yeah? And again, I'm squeezing the shoulder blades. My thumbs are out, see that? In external rotation. Boom. Boom. You seeing that there, Dr. K? Boom. So again, in my back, this is what it looks like with my back. See that? You see how the shoulder blades approximate like that?
Notice how his shoulders don't come up to his ears. He keeps his shoulders away from his ears, straight back. Because that's something we see.
Yeah, sometimes you see folks, they kind of do this.
Right, they shrug
They
up.
they compensate their shoulder. The shoulder blade's weird. It can move in all different directions. And we're a lot stronger in bringing the shoulder blades up than we are in bringing the shoulder blades together. Mm-hmm. So, just like Dr. K was saying, that's a good point. When you're bringing your shoulder blades together, they kind of do this.
Yep.
You see? Because we're so used to, you're at the computer, you're doing this, right? And we wonder why we have neck tension, mid-back pain, that type of thing. But the idea is to bring the shoulders back and squeeze. And it's, right now, I can feel those muscles working. I haven't really used a whole lot of weight at y'all. I use just my hands and a little bit of the pull-up assist band. I can really feel those muscles working in through there. So, and another thing with so those are two great exercises that you can do to help increase the strength and endurance of your mid-back if you have mid-back issues while you're sitting at your desk. And we see a lot of folks like that. You don't really need a whole lot of equipment, just something like this. And if you just go to just a bent over row, you don't even need it at all. You can just do it this way. Mm-hmm. Another point with the bent over row, you don't have to be, you can start at 90 degrees like this where your body is parallel, your upper body is parallel to the ground. Is that about parallel there, Dr.
Right.
K?
Yep.
Good. So you can start here if you want, but and then work in here like this with your thumbs out, but then you can come up a little bit, see? and you can work all these different angles. And as you work these different angles, you'll find that the shoulder blade will start to kind of come up. See now? I'm almost doing a shrug by doing this. So you can work those different angles of your mid-back if you'd like to get those different angles. So, anyway, 2 great exercises with minimal equipment. I think this, I forget how much this is, probably like 10, 15 bucks on Amazon, something like that. Or if you just stick to the bent over row, just like that with your hands to start increasing the strain of your mid-back. That way, when you're seated at your desk, you don't have that mid-back pain that just won't go away. Your back will be stronger for it. Anyway, if you have any questions with this video, drop it off in the comment section below. We thank you for watching. We appreciate it. If you're new here, hit subscribe. And when you hit subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification button because that'll keep you in the loop with subsequent videos coming here in the near future. That way you can continue to move well, live well. Also, I know you know folks who work at a computer or they're seated at their desk for long periods of time and they're having pain in their mid-back that just won't go away. Share this with them. These are 2 easy exercises they can do at home to help strengthen that and thereby alleviate that discomfort. It increases their strength in low back and their endurance. That way they can continue to work and be productive and all that stuff and without any big issues. So share this with them. Sharing is caring. Also, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. It lets us know you care. Anyway, we thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.